Hey guys, it's Sunshine, and I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit before the end of the year. First and foremost, I want to thank you guys so much for your, prayers and words of strength, and just your love and everything. It hasn't been easy, obviously, but we'll get through it. This year, when I thought about today, New Year's Eve, almost the start of 2015, a new year, so many great things happened to me this year. And, it was just a great year. Obviously my life's not perfect. No one's is. So there was ups and downs, but some really good things happened to me this year. Before I go into that, in case you guys don't know me, or you're new to my story, my name is Sunshine, and I was 391 pounds at my heaviest. I got down to 245. I got into my last relationship, which ended with him cheating on me and breaking up with me in an email. And throughout the course of that relationship, I actually put back on 100 pounds. So I had gone from 391 to 245 and then back up to 365. But, I had a pity party for a couple days, and I thought to myself that 2013 was going to be the worst year of my life, and, blah, blah, blah. And then, I've always been such an upbeat person, but obviously I have feelings, and I cry at the drop of the hat in commercials, so, you can imagine how it was getting through that. But, then I thought to myself, no, it's January, of 2013. I'm not going to waste an entire year on, something bad that happened to me that was for the best and that I don't have control over. I wasn't going to just write off 2013. So I got to work and got down to my current 250, 260-ish. But yeah, so just, a little of my background. I know how it is to go up and down. I'm also 37, and my goal is to get to 199. I've never weighed under 200 pounds as an adult, and that's my goal. But so, if you've been following me for a long time, or even just this year, you guys know I had a lot of awesome things happen to me. I hadn't gone to Six Flags in about 20 years because the last time I had been there, I tried to get on the Batman ride, and because I was too big and the workers were trying to push on it and get it to close, and it wouldn't close, and I had to get off the ride in front of everyone, and it was mortifying. And I continued to be heavy, and I just never went back because I wasn't going to put myself through that again. So this year I was like, okay, this is it. This is my summer. I'm going to go back. And I went back, and I fit in every ride, no problem. And we actually went back for Fright Fest, and I bought a season pass with my boyfriend. So my plan is to use it at least 15 to 16 times, which is the amount of years that I didn't go back. So that happened. I wore a bikini for the first time in my life at 36 in LA, and it was awesome. That was pretty awesome. I ran a mile for the first time, straight through without walking. That happened on Easter. That was awesome. I've actually always had a reoccurring dream that I was a runner. And so yeah, I've been trying to get into running. I fit into a size 16 pants again, and for a brief moment I fit into my 14s, but I've been maintaining for the past 6 months, but I'm getting a little fluffy, so the 14s are just chilling, waiting for me to come back to them, but I will get back. I joined Export. The beginning of this year, February to April, I lost 59 pounds, and in 12 weeks. And I actually, for the first time since I started them at my job 3 years ago, I actually got the company to start Biggest Loser contests, and I never won. And it was just like, how could you start this and then never win? So, yeah, I worked really hard. Shout out to Troy. Troy, you absolutely changed my life. I had never been in shape like I was after I worked with you. So shout out to Troy. Troy's amazing. But yeah, I thought maybe I would be to 199 by the end of the year, but just all of the non-scale victories that I experienced, and being able to maintain for the most part within about 10 pounds for the last 6 months, those are all wins, to be able to deal with what life hands you, and not go to food and turn to it, for comfort like we have done our whole lives. In a way, that's a win. So, and you guys know, if you've been following me, if you just found me, I truly believe that everything that I have ever gone through, everything, the good and the bad, it's important for me to share everything with you guys, because I want you to know that you really are not alone. You're never too old to change your life. You're never too busy. Just because you can't afford a gym, it doesn't mean that you can't make little changes. And like I said, I'm 37, so when I was growing up, there wasn't social media like there is now. There weren't online inspirations to look to and see yourself in, and really realize that there was hope for you, My biggest source of inspiration, there's two: the People magazine, Half Their Size. Those were always so inspiring to me. And then my Richard Simmons Sweat into the Oldies DVDs, or they were VHS, I guess, back then. But if you guys remember, at the end they would show transformations, and that kind of gave me hope to look at those people in the before and say, okay, that's me. And they've changed their life, so I can too. So if you guys have ever wondered, you guys say, I don't know how you can share some of the things you do in a good way, though, And it's very, very important to me to let you guys know that you aren't alone, and that, you can change your life. And, we don't have a lot of time. And, it's really now or never, and it's a new year tomorrow, and I know a lot of people have said, this is going to be my year, I'm going to change, but we really and truly have to understand how precious life is, and that we really might not have tomorrow. In case you don't know, I did lose my father about a month ago on Thanksgiving. And we just we had a memorial service last week, the day before my birthday on the 22nd. And then, and it was great being home with my family and my mom and my brother, my sister, and my nieces and my nephew. It was honestly, my dad's passing in a way brought us closer than we'd ever been, at least in a long time. And as adults, and, now that the kids are older and things like that. So last weekend was so great, and to be able to spend my birthday with my mom and my family and, see everyone. Last weekend was amazing. I came home and I told people I felt recharged. It was just so good to see my family and spend my birthday with my mom. So, on Monday, 2 days ago, they finally buried my dad's ashes. And my dad was my mom's true love. Yeah, she really taught me unconditional love. But she loved my dad so much. So on Monday, they had the memorial service and buried my dad. And then yesterday morning, my mom passed away in her sleep. Unexpectedly. And it's like, thank God I went home last weekend. And she knew how much I loved her. And, I don't want to make this all just sad. I don't want you guys to feel sorry for me. I really want you to be truly inspired to please understand how important this new year is and these plans. It has to be the most important thing to you if you really want to change. And you can. And I'm taking this opportunity to finally get these last 60 pounds off, like, once and for all. And, my mom was always my biggest cheerleader, and she said people are going to know who you are. And when I was younger, I was really into singing and acting, and, I was always just thought, oh, I'm going to be a famous actress or a singer. And, I truly believe in the deepest part of my heart that it's really because I'm going through these things so that I can inspire you guys. And it's important for me to be able to get through it. And still come out on top, not on top, but, still be able to reach my goals even though I'm hurting and I'm sad. All my mom would have wanted was for me to finish what I started and for me to be happy, and she was so proud of me when she saw me last week. So even though she won't see me hit 199, I know that she's watching, and I know that she's so proud. She already was proud. She was proud when I was 391 pounds, But for my mom and for all of you guys, I promise you I'm going to finish what I started. And show you guys that you can really turn the darkest of circumstances into something good. And there was no one that had a bigger heart than my mom. All of my friends, they were like her kids. All of our pets, all of our dogs, pets were like children. And that's really giving me a lot of comfort. I know that wherever she is now, I just picture her with all of our dogs. Just such a happy reunion, and my dad and her parents. And it really gives me comfort, too, to know that whenever my time comes, that she's going to be there. So, I want you guys to please, as you're starting this new year, and you're thinking about how scary all this stuff is, even if you have 200 pounds to lose, you might not lose it this year, but you can really start making changes. And really do it for those who can't. Do it for those who are gone too soon that wish that they were here and just want you to be happy. And remember that your story is inspiring, because it's my most personal, hurtful things that I share where you guys are really, you really connect to those things. So, thank you again for all your love. I appreciate it so much. I'm gonna be okay. And let's just do this, please. Let's just freaking kill 2015. Get all of our goals accomplished, or at least some big ones. So I'm gonna leave you with a quote that I posted earlier today. I hope you guys have a great new year. I love you guys so much, and I promise you that this year is gonna be big for all of us. I'm gonna do it for my mom. I'm going to do it for me. I'm going to do it to show you guys that you can too. So this quote is from Ann Landers. Let this coming year be better than the others. Vow to do some of the things you have always wanted to do but could not find the time. Call up a forgotten friend. Drop an old grudge and replace it with some pleasant memories. Vow not to make a promise you do not think you can keep. Walk tall and smile more. You will look 10 years younger. Do not be afraid to say I love you. Say it again. They are the sweetest words in the world. So I love you guys. Happy New Year. And I'll talk to you soon.